Good Number 2 is a comedy podcast. Please don't take anything that we say as advice or fact. Also, this show contains explicit language.
I'm back to life. That croissant saved my life.
That's all that you needed.
I want to go to a croissant concert and then hold up a sign that says, "You saved my life."
What kind of songs do they play?
Croissant?
Yeah.
There's one song. I really like their song. I really like their song "Layers." "Layers" is a good song. What is it? "Never Stop Needing." Brackets "You."
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I think I know that one. They go like, I will never stop needing you.
Yeah, I like the country song that they did.
French country
French
music.
country. That was really nice.
Can you name a worse genre of music than French country
noise music. Do you know noise music?
Oh yeah,
You've heard
I thought
of
you said voice music.
Voice
I was like, what is
music.
voice music? Like a cappella? Like Glee?
That's pretty bad. Acapella country.
A cappella country. There is actually. It's called. There's a band that's a cappella country music, and I can't remember their name. Home Free, I think, is what they're called.
Okay.
Home Free a cappella. Yeah,
I was gonna say
Free.
maybe they're called like the Pentaton Hicks.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, they have a song that was really good. I'm sorry. let me just pause to acknowledge.
Can you just put some applause in here? Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see if I remember to do that.
I'm gonna put it in the notes. It's not. You're gonna remember it.
They have a song called "Bless the Broken Road."
How do you think it goes? I walk a lonely road.
The only road that I will ever know.
I just want to know who's like doing the ham boning.
Yeah. Wow, they all look like they say the N-word on a regular basis.
Oh no. No, what if they're like super
progressive?
Yeah, we don't know.
Let's see if we can find any evidence of racism.
Have you how deep are you going?
They have a beatboxer.
What? Oh shit. Okay.
So,
no racism.
Well, he's a white beatboxer, so he's extra racist.
I think what's the cutoff of like, okay, tweets before this time, you're good.
2014.
2014?
Yeah.
What happened in 2014?
Well, 2016 was Trump, and I feel like the whole world changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah.
2014 was like BuzzFeed was still cool.
Smosh was big.
Smosh?
Do you remember Smosh?
Of course I remember. They weren't big in 2014.
Yeah, they were.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Am I wrong? I could be wrong.
2014 is way late. That was like the Smosh movie came out in like 2012.
Really?
And that was past their prime.
Holy shit.
Smosh the movie. Oh, 2015.
Yeah, there you go, dude. All right.
It has a 3.2 out of 10.
Out of 10?
On
Fuck.
So you're telling me the Smosh movie came out 1 year before Trump was elected?
Do you see the correlation? In this video, I will tell you more about
it. Has Jenna Marbles in it.
Really?
It has...
She quit YouTube now.
Yeah.
She just dog
Speaking
momming.
of racism.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, she quit YouTube because she did these like semi-offensive makeup tutorial videos.
Oh,
that
way back?
Looked like they were like doing like semi-blackface type of thing or like race baiting or something. I don't remember the exact reasoning, but... Good Number 2.
Good Number 2, the only podcast. Actually, Good Number 2, the only podcast where you will hear the answer today.
I thought you were going to say where you will hear the N-word.
No.
You will hear the N-word.
The only podcast where today you will hear the answer to 21 questions.
Oh, no.
I will sparse them out through this episode.
No one has
I've
ever
looked up-
said sparse.
Sparse them out.
Disperse.
Disperse.
Intersperse.
No, I'm
They're sparse.
I'm sparsing them. I'm taking the I'm taking the dis. I'm sparsing it.
Yes, that's like when you make a dish and you're adding herbs and stuff. You're spursing it.
Put a little spurse of
Let
time
me just
in there.
spurse this chili real quick.
Ah, fuck off! I'm getting an ad. Okay, so I'm here on teenvogue.com.
Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue.
Okay, great.
And there are 21 questions. 21 question game. Dig deep with fun and flirty questions.
Okay.
So I will ask you 2 questions, and I will pepper these in through this recording.
Why don't we just do them all at the...
You wanna do 'em all?
I want to do them all. Because,
Okay.
like, the worst thing is when you're listening to a podcast, they bring up something, and then, like, every 15 minutes, they bring it back up when they're, like, remembering that's what they were talking about.
Actually, the worst thing is listening to a podcast.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
All that extra stuff is... You don't... It's like a hat on a hat, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, personally, I love wearing a hat on a hat.
I actually do wear that at work sometimes. Okay, so there are the main 21 questions. Just Teen Vogue, come on. It's 35 questions. And then there's also bonus flirty questions to ask your crush.
Okay. Maybe just before you ask
Someone
me them,
sat
like,
down and wrote 70 questions for
Yeah.
this article.
Yeah, and then got paid for it.
How
Well,
much?
maybe.
Who wrote this article?
It was
I
probably
gotta
an
find it.
intern who didn't get paid for it. If it's Vogue.
It was. There's no. Lisa Stardust. No, that's not. That's a different. That's a fucking sick name. if
That's a
your
sick
name.
name.
Christy Kellogg.
That's fake. That's a fake name.
That sounds like a fake name.
That's like a this person does not exist.com type of name. Okay.
She writes in.
She's
I
like,
found
"Hi,
it very wrong.
I heard you referenced my Vogue article. 35 questions.
21.
21 questions. That's actually 70 questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think maybe just like pre-read the question
I
to
am.
make sure it's
I'm-
a good one before you.
I'm combing through them.
What's the mindset here? Teen Vogue. I need to get into the mind of,
Go back.
of someone who would read Teen Vogue.
Yeah, go back to 2020 when
Okay,
you were
when I was 13
wee
years
teen
old.
boy,
Okay.
and answer my question.
Okay, I'm ready.
What? Okay, what is? Oh my God, these all suck.
Did you not like read this before you?
No,
Like,
I just literally.
I just saw the title.
As we
and
were
I-
talking, I looked this up. What's the weirdest thing in your closet?
The weirdest thing in my closet is probably a replica chainsaw from
Whoa.
the video game Lollipop Chainsaw.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's fucking. How big is it?
Well, it's like it was a DIY thing. So
Damn.
it was a dollar store like Halloween costume fake chainsaw.
Yeah.
And then we added poster board and stuff
That's
and
cool
put
as
blood
hell.
splatter on it. But
Dude.
if you just open my closet and you see that, it's kind of a
We got to put that on the Instagram. We have to.
No.
We must put that chainsaw.
we must.
We must.
We must
We
simply-
absolutely must. Okay, I think now you get to ask me a question.
Oh, okay,
so I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
toss it over.
trade
to
it
you.
off. What number did you just read?
I don't fucking know. Do you think I paid attention to that?
Okay. What's the worst lie you ever told as a kid?
Worst lie I ever told as a kid. Okay.
I'm just gonna pull up the list on my own computer
Okay, yeah.
so that we can. It's Vogue, Teen Vogue,
TeenVogue.com.
21 questions.
It's under the subheading
Dig deep
relationship.
with fun and flirty
There
questions.
you go.
This article came out on my birthday,
Really?
May 5th.
Why did you say that out loud?
Who cares?
People are gonna know. People are gonna send you flowers now. on your
Great.
birthday. What's the weirdest lie that I told? What is it? What's the dumbest lie I told?
No,
as a
the
child?
worst lie.
the worst lie.
Where is it? Worst lie you ever told as a kid.
Oh my God.
You don't
I-
have to add, like, maybe not worst.
I
like,
lie
go up
so
a couple-
much.
How do I narrow it down?
I think the worst lie I ever told, like as in like do you mean like worst as in like bad thing to do or like really stupid lie?
Oh, I would interpret it as bad thing to do, but I would understand if you took it the other way to avoid.
I took it as really stupid lie.
Okay, you could go either way.
Yeah, but I have told like pretty dumb lies before. So I'm trying to think of like, oh, I made okay, the dumbest lie I ever told. I was in middle. This is one of them. This is the only thing I could come up with. But in middle school, I told people, I didn't even do it. I told people that like a year or two ago, I had dyed my hair brown. That's
what?
From black to brown. That's it. I was just like, yeah, dude, I dyed my hair, and that's it. That's all I said.
And you didn't pick like a more interesting color?
No. What's believable here?
Blue.
Yeah.
You're
no,
like
what's
from black to a slightly lighter shade of black,
which is really stupid because you would have to bleach your fucking hair and bring it so close to what it used to be.
And then dye it back down like 9 shades.
Oh my god.
You could just step into a different color of light and your hair would look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a stupid lie.
I also put Vaseline in my hair and told people it was hair gel. Yeah.
Vaseline is, you know what? Vaseline is good for...
like petroleum jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go no name brand on it, the nameless version.
Petroleum jelly. Okay,
Isn't it weird that that's like the same stuff that makes gasoline?
Oh, that's what that is?
Petroleum.
Can you burn that?
You can burn Vaseline.
I'm asking for a
actually,
friend.
if you are stuck in a survival situation, yeah.
This brings us back to the thing with tampon kindling thing that we talked about.
Yeah.
Again,
dip that tampon into
Vaseline. Never burns out,
and then you eat it as a snack.
Keeps you warm inside.
Yes. Okay, you got one for me?
Yeah. Okay. If you could be part of a family on any TV show, which family would you choose?
Oh, wow! Any TV show?
Yeah.
Probably Wizards of Waverly Place.
Like, do you because you want the magic?
I want to be a wizard. But also, I think they have such a great family, like a healthy family dynamic.
Yeah.
Like, of all those Disney shows, like all the kids are like independent and they have their own interests and hobbies, and the parents don't like, talk down to them. They all like sort of exist as like peers, which I think is really cool. They have magical powers, which is extra cool.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, that would definitely be it. I think maybe I would need to rewatch it to make sure that decision isn't bad. But like, out of all of those, Disney, like I wouldn't want to be like Zach and Cody or like Everybody Hates Chris or like
his family life was kind of lame.
Or I was gonna say my first instinct was to say the Proud Family, but they are so chaotic and not in like a way that you could like live with.
I would say Bob's Burgers for me. The family from Bob's Burgers. I think they're just like dynamic. I always like that was one of the first shows I watched that I was like, this is what a nice family.
Yeah.
And then, so I think that would be my choice.
Yeah, I was watching a movie. I forget what movie it was, but all of a sudden, H. John Benjamin, who does the voice of Bob, just showed up. And like I recognized his voice, but not his face, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Bob!"
It's Bob. It's the guy who makes burgers.
It's Bob's Burger in person.
What you got for me?
Let's see.
If you go down, there's
there's flirty ones.
There's flirty ones. I feel like I'm just gonna switch here because these are the juicier ones. Because the main ones are kind of lame.
Yeah,
like
I feel like you start with those on like date 1.
Yeah,
and then you're like all right.
This is like when the night you get married kind of situation. The second half, right?
You're asking these questions on your wedding night.
On your wedding night, yeah. Like once you're done getting married, like.
If you don't know the answers to these by the time that you like, what are 3 things you look for in a partner? If you don't know that by your wedding night, something has gone very wrong.
Mistake.
Speaking of weddings, little diversion here. I've been watching Love Is Blind season 4 or whatever it is. Have you watched that show at all?
I tried. I briefly watched the Japanese version of it. Yeah, there's a Japanese Love and Blind on Netflix. Love and Blind, Love is
Love and
Blind.
Blind.
Love and Blind. I watched a little bit of that. It was a lot more like, I don't know, I just find like American reality TV so fucking like, it's an explosion in your face. It's too much, but like the Japanese version of that show is like a little more muted, and you actually get to like hear the people out and talk to them. And I feel like the American version, they're all like weird characters sometimes.
Oh, yes.
But it's more like, it feels more like real, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the fun thing about these shows, we'll get back to the Vogue. To our listeners,
we fucked up.
We'll get back to the Vogue questions. But the thing about this season, like every progressive season of Love is Blind has gotten more and more in that like ridiculous, like character people type of thing. Like the first season, it was like, I could see all of these people existing in the real world. This season is like, I think the editors were smoking crack while editing it. I think everybody who applied was like the worst possible person they could have found. There's a point, this is topical because we were just talking about Elden Ring before recording. There's a point where one of the guys is on a date and they're talking about like naming their future kids. And he's like, would you name your son Godric? Which is one of the bosses in
What
Elden
the fuck?
Ring.
He's not even a good boss. Well, he's a good boss, but he's not even late game. He was like,
would you name your kid Godric or Gideon, I think was the other one.
Gideon.
And then the girl he's on a date with replies and says, ew, no, but I would name them Zion. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Anyways.
I would name, if I had to choose from anything in Elden Ring to name my child, it would have to be Dung Eater. Dung Eater has
I agree. Or Asylum Demon. That's what I would do. Okay, what makes you automatically swipe left on a person? Now, we don't have to, not actually in a dating app, but picture like you're meeting a person and like what about a person would make you be like, fuck this piece of shit? Maybe with a romantic slant, like just for, yeah.
I think like if we're out at like a restaurant or something, like being rude to staff, maybe.
Classic.
That's not that's a big no-no.
Garçon.
Yeah. I'd be like,
the water garçon.
I think like I as contrary to what this podcast may lead people to believe, I'm pretty chill. So I think I prefer someone who can like match the energy. I think the main thing I look for is like empathy and the ability to be able to kind of like read another person's emotional and just like general emotional intelligence. I think that's my.
I'm an empath.
I'm an empath. Me, an empath looking for another empath. But I think that would be the main thing, just like empathy, and just like I think like a level of like they gotta be funny.
Yeah,
they can't not be.
That's
funny.
true. If there's somebody, if you're gonna spend that much time with somebody, and they can't like riff with you, it's a lost cause.
Yeah,
it's over.
But I think it's one of those things where I feel like at this point, if it's like I am confident enough that if I'm in that situation, I can tell when it's clicking and when it's not. So I think even when it's like the person's not giving me red flags or anything.
Yeah.
But if it's like, oh, this is just not clicking, I'm more easily able to just be like, okay, this is not clicking. It's not like any fault of anybody's. This is just like not a thing. So
I think.
Oh, also, fucking small ass. Yeah, fucking, I'm out, dude. I'm out.
Mine is like anybody who, it like puts in their bio. I don't know how you translate this to real life, but it's somebody whose like whole life is the job that they do. Specifically, if it's in real estate or like if you're a cop, go fuck yourself. And then like anything like that, or if they're just like what is it, like NYU grad 2021, like if it's like a resume.
Oh, okay.
If their whole self is like their resume.
Yeah. Would you hire me?
That's not the question. It's would I fuck you? I only fuck New York University graduates.
Only New York University? What about Princeton?
No. Harvard? No. Name another university. No.
No university. Even the flirty ones suck.
Let's find a good one.
What's
here.
your favorite movie couple and why?
What meme best represents your life?
I think the Kermit sipping the tea meme for sure.
Oh. Mine is the kid sitting at the computer who turns around and goes and puts the thumbs up.
Gives you the thumbs
"Oh."
up.
That's mine.
That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate.
What was the one you said? What is the movie couple?
What's your favorite movie couple?
None of them.
None of them?
They all suck. Movies are an unrealistic representation of love.
I like anything Adam Sandler's in. Anything Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler, or Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah.
or oh my god, what's the other one that the duo that plays like fucking the Conjuring movies, Ed and Lorraine Warren.
What's that guy's name? Well, the woman's name is Vera Farmiga.
Yeah,
I know that because she was in American Horror Story.
Was she?
And then the guy's name is
Ed.
no, that's his character's name. I think is
No.
what's
Ed. Oh yeah, that's true. His name is Ed. Edward.
his actor is he's got a really boring name. It's like Scott something.
Scott.
Smith.
Scott.
Scott Scotsman. I think the couple in a movie that I would want to be is the Gone Girl.
Oh. I want to be the wine bottle at Neil Patrick Harris. That's what I.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've juiced all the juice we can out of this.
Yeah, these suck. I'm looking at these. Some of these are like, are they too raunchy for this
for
podcast?
television. Yeah.
But
Go
then
just
again,
rattle some off so the listeners have a sense of what we're skipping here.
okay. What's the worst thing about being single? Nothing. What's the best thing about being single? Nothing. Would you consider yourself a hopeless romantic? Yes. What's the hardest part about being in a long-term relationship? Poop schedules. If you were getting married, would you write your own vows? No, baby, off the cuff. What's your biggest regret when it comes to a past relationship? Didn't fucking didn't I should have bought you flowers.
I should have bought you flowers.
How do you get over a breakup? Fuck. Would you rather love and lose or never love at all? Trick question. I do both.
Yep. Constantly.
After disagreement, do you initiate the makeup conversation or wait for your significant other?
That's the woman's job.
Yeah. This is Two Single Guys, the podcast.
Yeah, sure,
welcome to good number 2.
Sure.
How many people have you told I love you to in a romantic context? A lot.
0. Myself in the mirror every morning.
Every morning.
I want to bring up, we started a conversation thread last recording, which to get a peek behind the curtain was a full month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
It's been so long since I've seen your face. What's that? You're beautiful.
No matter what they say.
We started a conversation thread about religious conferences.
Whoa, that's so deep.
And like going to like Jesus Con and stuff like that. So I think you said you have a story. I also have a story. Or maybe I just have a story and I'm remembering this wrong. But
okay, I do have a story.
Okay, good. So when I was like 13, 14, our whole youth group went to a convention, and I forget what the name or the location or anything. It was in this like big empty warehouse that was like converted into a stadium thing.
Okay.
But there was like punk music in the parking lot.
All right.
Anyways, that was the only part of it that was good.
Okay.
Everything else sucked. But they had a speaker, I guess a pastor, some fucking
A guy.
piece of shit
Some
guy,
dude.
was on
Big coat.
stage giving
Big top hat.
Yeah,
with
so he had a
big poke
giant
hat.
top hat.
Yeah.
He was wearing
White
water
robes.
wings.
Wow.
Rubber boots.
Do you have like sparklers attached to him?
Sparklers, full leather daddy outfit. Just the normal like religious conference
Yeah.
stuff. But he was on stage and he was talking, and he did some kind of thing where he was like, if you feel the Lord speaking to you today, just say it, speak it out. And some lady in the crowd just started being like, like just like gibberish,
speaking in
screaming.
tongues,
she was like falling down. She was like front row and then like fell over the railing, and I guess like injured herself when she fell over the railing. So that was happening. She fell over the railing. They had to get like attendants to go and like get her.
Yeah.
While that was happening, he was like calling people. He's like, if you feel like going to speak to somebody, we have confession booths up in the corners. So like people around me were like getting up and walking out.
I gotta let some shit out right
like
now.
me as a 13-year-old, I got a lot of shit to. But while that was
it all
happening,
kids?
It was for like a youth. Yeah.
All kids. Those
Yeah.
were so the person who got injured was a child. Was a kid.
I guess.
Damn.
But while this was all going on, me and this other kid, shout out to Caleb. Me and this other
Caleb,
kid.
I don't know where you are.
Yeah,
don't know
Caleb,
what
I
you're
have no
doing.
idea if you're alive. I don't know
Yeah.
where you are. Me and him were sitting on our iPod touches playing Cut the Rope. And we were just passing Cut the Rope back and forth. As people are like, the woman was seizing and falling over the railing and
Yeah.
speaking in tongues, and everybody was going to confess their deepest sins, and I was just getting high scores and Cut the Rope. That little green motherfucker was eating those mints like nobody's
my
business.
What
That's such a core memory. That was like the day
Yeah.
that any idea I had of like being a religious person like
Yeah.
died on the spot.
You're
I was like, I'd rather be playing Cut the Rope. I'm not
Yeah.
speaking in tongues
This
or like
is-
confessing.
Yeah, that shit wows me out. I've seen that happen like at like this it was like this international kind of thing, but it was fucking wild. People are just like jumping, shaking their hands on the floor, rolling in circles. I'm like, wait, what are you guys? What's
this?
What are you doing? Get up. It's like yeah, very strange, but people get carried away into stuff. Just like we get carried away. I got carried away with money. I'd tell you. Fingalsworth, I've been talking to him a little bit, and he's been telling me my profit margins, and I have been cashing in the money. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
It's because you spend it all on slot machines.
Yeah,
You really
that's the fucking problem.
Yeah,
Your dad really has me with that one. The
He
free
does.
membership to his casino. It's been fucking
He's
not
got you
good
by the
for me.
balls with that one for
Yeah,
sure.
it's not good.
Can you take the gain down just a
Take my game, bring
Uh,
it down.
Take my gain away.
I've been-
Every breath you take.
Oh my god, I've been listening to that song so much.
Are you on an 80s
Yeah,
kick?
I'm on a real 80s kick. Like, what? I was actually just thinking about this. Okay, so it's like every breath you take, every step you take, move you make, whatever.
I'll be
right?
watching you.
So what else could you be doing where Sting is watching? you?
Every shit you take.
Every time you pick your nose and don't go wash your hands.
Every time you wear the same pair of underwear 2 days in a row. What else?
Every time you run out of toilet paper, so you just use a paper towel, break it up into little pieces, and use it until you buy toilet paper.
Every time your mom texts you and you don't text her back for a week, and then she calls you and you have to pretend like you're really busy, but you were just sitting at home.
Every breath you take.
I'll be watching you.
And just like that, knock at the door. We've been sued.
Sting is here with a gun. Good number 2. We're gonna take a quick break.
We're gonna take a quick break to do some
We're gonna
plug.
just talk about Instagrams, YouTubes.
We're gonna be online.
What?
Where you can find us online.
I thought you said on Vine.
Vine.
Vine?
I've bought. Oh my god, my brain's breaking and I can't like, you know when you're about to say a word and you know you're gonna say it wrong and you stop yourself. So I was gonna say wine and wine again and I literally couldn't not make myself say wine. We bought wine.
We've bought wine.
There is wine in this house.
We're on Vine.
We're
good,
online. We're
good
on,
number 2_pod.
What the
on
fuck is that?
Instagram.
On Instagram. Good number 2pod _, right?
I don't know. It's something else on Twitter, similar.
Good number 2 good number 2 _ pod on Instagram.
Pod
.ca.
2 good 2 1 2 number 2.
We're not doing this in binary.
Good number 2 YouTube channel.
Check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start uploading covers of police songs to the YouTube channel. Every breath you take.
It's just that.
It's a cappella.
Yeah, that'll be good. Oh my god, I've heard someone perform. We're not done plugs. Wait,
what else is there? That's
follow us. Okay,
Instagram, YouTube,
we need to get it.
Twitter.
We need to get it together. Where can people find us on Instagram?
Good number 2 _ pod.
Good number 2 _ pod on Instagram. Where can people find us on Twitter?
Something else. I don't know.
You gotta tell me.
I didn't pull it up. Just give me a second. Give me a fucking second.
Fuck.
It's good. It's good.
It is good. What's good? What's good?
What's good? We should change the name of the podcast to What's Good. To our Twitter page.
I'm gonna guess. Good number 2 pod.
I have no clue.
Did you lose access to our good number 2
podcast
Twitter?
availability? No, it's in here somewhere. If you search it, we'll be there.
Good number 2.
Interact.
On various platforms.
Yeah, just get over yourself and use Google and search it.
And hey, don't even forget. Rate and review.
Never ever forget
to rate and review us and give us 5 stars.
Where is our Twitter page?
Ignore what Peter said.
Who are we? Where am I? They changed. Okay, we talked about this on the podcast, but they switched it over to Spotify for podcasters.
Oh yes.
Everything's all fucked up. I don't know where anything is anymore.
Ever since Joe
Rogan came on here and he fucked it all up. They paid him $30 million and he fucked it all up. Yeah, I don't know what our Twitter page is.
Follow us. Just like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We have 2% listeners in Lebanon.
We're going international, baby.
Australia. Speaking of which, we're coming to you live from Sydney, Australia. All right,
mate. We've been...
I'm not going to say the word that Australians love to say.
The cookie?
Yeah. That they love saying that word.
They've been like, all right, cookie.
And definitely not. I'll put a real beep in there so it sounds like actually. I'm not going to say it.
You could say it.
I've said that word once in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
I say it constantly.
It was when I was a viewer of iDubbbz, a regular viewer of iDubbbz, and he would say that word a lot. And I said, hey, maybe it'd be funny. And I said it once. It felt like vomit in my mouth. And I was like, I'm not going to say that
It's
again.
very it's like an interesting thing because it's true. When you say it with the American or North American inflection, it's so harsh. But if you say it with like Australians say, or British people say, so a British person would be like, cookie. And then an Australian person is like, cookie. So it's
and
different.
When an American person would be like, cookie.
Yeah. American person just goes, cut!
I'm keeping that. That's not getting edited out. Let's do... you don't want me to keep it? I'll get rid of it.
I'll let you know how I feel about it.
Yeah, listen back to it. Let me know how you feel.
Okay. I'll tell you.
But, I mean, yeah. It's not a word that I make a habit of saying.
I do love, edgelord YouTubers.
Yeah, that was a real era in time.
Yeah. What I love more is, adults who still watch edgelord YouTubers. That always makes me laugh. Yeah,
people who are still watching PewDiePie in the year of our Lord 2023.
He's not that edgy, though.
He was for the same period that, iDubbbz was big. He, made a video where he was wearing a Nazi uniform and, all this stuff. It was a weird time in history. I don't know if you remember. There was a...
No, I think I went off... I was watching, other stuff on YouTube at that point. I've switched...
I was watching Funhouse clips the other day.
Oh, yeah?
This is a real throwback. Shout out to anybody who watched Funhouse back in the day. I was watching when the trio was still together, You know, Kraken Wise, Scrobbles, the infamous Scrobbles.
We got 50 million Scrobbles! What the fuck are Scrobbles?
I'm going to randomwordgenerator.com.
Okay. You know what's another like little
You gonna shout somebody out?
No, I'm gonna shout out myself from like grade 10 onwards. I went on a little journey recently. I have a YouTube. I have my own YouTube. Shout out. You can find me on YouTube at PewDiePie.
Yeah.
And then on my old YouTube, I was going through this playlist called My Music or something.
Yeah.
And this has songs from like way back from like fucking before I even went to grade 10. So
sorry, I just
songs
threw
from
up
like
in my mouth a little bit.
Songs from like the 50s, some Eartha Kitt. We got
when you were in high school.
in high school in the 50s. We got Eartha Kitt. What's her name? Oh my god.
Etta James.
Etta James. We got
Nina Simone.
Yeah, Nina Simone. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. So all the Ray Charles was no.
Little Richard.
I had all these vaudeville songs in there too. But I was like just like going through my evolution, and it's perfect because it's like I never changed that playlist. I just kept adding songs, updating.
Oh, so you can see your progression over time.
So it went from fucking dubstep and like really like all like electronic music to more rap and then more alternative and like rock stuff, and it was very interesting to like. I had like a little trip down memory lane, and I was like watching this, and I was like, half of this shit sucks. I was like, I'm glad I stopped listening to it. There was actually a moment where I remember in high school, I think this was like grade 10. I had my headphones in, and I was in gym class, and then there was this other guy who I was talking to. We weren't really friends. He was kind of he would antagonize me sometimes, but he
your frenemies.
Yeah. So then we were talking, and then I'm like, "Oh, what do you listen to?" And he showed me what song. It was this, like fucking real hard to rap song, man. He was so cool. And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm just like getting pumped up, listening to music." And he's like, "What kind of music are you listening to, man? You guys probably got some fucking piano shit in there." And at that moment, you're goddamn right. I had some fucking piano shit in my earphones right there. I felt so.
It's like Flight of the Bumblebee or some shit.
No.
It's like an anime theme song that's like piano. You know.
I never got into that.
Oh yeah.
Never got into like anime OSTs and stuff.
And like video game soundtracks. Do you ever listen to those?
No.
Yeah.
I got really into like I never really got into like international music, but I've started to listen to it more now. I'm on a whole like Selena binge right now.
Oh, like the singer Selena, not
Come
Selena
on,
Gomez.
Yeah.
Who sadly died.
I know.
In
terrible.
a plane crash? No, that was Sierra.
Dude, she got
in a plane crash.
she got a fucking some dickhead stalker.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, took her life. Very, very tragic.
Yeah.
She was very talented. What a good performer. I was listening to her this morning while making breakfast. It was a good time.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like a pretentious asshole right now. What else is new? But I just found this on Spotify today. It's really good. I think you'd probably like it.
Okay.
It's a Brazilian singer-songwriter collaborating with another Brazilian singer-songwriter, and they made a split album where they like make all the songs together. It's called I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. Clube da Esquina by Milton Nascimento and Lo Borges
Okay.
from 1972. It's
Send it to me. We're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna post a picture of your lollipop chainsaw, and then we're gonna
the cover art for this album.
Yeah. Or we're gonna
for
link
Sierra. We'll make a playlist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need to make a playlist still. There's so many songs that we've the playlist for the song is gonna be like.
Somebody else can do that.
You think so?
Once we have the kind of listeners who would
comb through
episodes and make playlists of the songs we mentioned.
I could get on the phone with Bangles.
Yeah, Bangles. Bangles is on it.
Bangles on top of it.
I'll share this with you, but the cover art looks. The reason I clicked on it, the cover art looks like a really hard like New York rap album. It's like just an old photo. I'm gonna send it to you. It's
you can just show it to me. We're sitting
here
15 feet
Well, I was going
apart.
to send you the link so you could listen to it in your own time later.
Okay, that's fine, but let me see the cover art.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I like
cover
the
art.
grain that they put on it.
Yeah, well, that's
like
just
a green
real.
tint.
That's just 1972. That's what pictures looked like. In
Pictures were all
1972.
green.
Yeah.
The air we breathed was green.
Every breath you take, it
You
will
inhale-
be green.
You inhale these fumes, let me watch you
Let them
inhale.
enter you.
Ugh. Don't go
Okay.
near fire.
Generate random words. It only took 10 minutes after I first brought it up to get to it.
Yeah, you know what else hasn't been brought up? The 21 questions we haven't. How many questions do
Well,
you
we
think
got
we've
through
answered?
like 14 of them, I think.
We got to answer them quickly.
No,
okay, we got to
the rest of them
at the
suck.
end of this episode, we'll do a speed round.
I think we've done enough.
We're going to do a speed round.
We've done enough.
Okay. You'll have 2 seconds to answer each question. First thing that comes to your mind. But we'll get to that later. Anyways.
I don't
Random. You're going to fucking do it.
I don't want to do that. I'm going to stop recording before we get to that. Okay. This is pretty good. Ordinary landowner.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it said lawnmower. It's less good with landowner. Lawnmower is better, but
Okay.
helpless. Ordinary landowner, helpless. Or
You know-
lawnmower.
I like lawnmower.
Okay, ordinary lawnmower, helpless.
See, what I'm thinking of is an opportunity to make some money here.
Okay.
You got these punk ass kids running across your lawn.
Okay.
You know, we have giant lawns, and we got punk ass kids running through it all the time.
All the time.
Sometimes there's Fingalsberth who I make clean my yard and do the grass. I was gonna say do the dishes.
Yeah.
But do the grass.
He does the dishes outside. You
Yeah,
don't let him near.
yeah, exactly.
He can only mow the lawn at night, though, right? Because the sun's out.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He can't.
Okay.
He can't go out.
Yeah.
Everything he does at nighttime.
Yeah.
So then, when these punk ass kids run through your lawn, they take your lawnmower, they fucking knock it over.
Yeah.
You know,
Classic situation.
classic '80s punk ass kids.
Yeah.
Right.
We've all been there.
Fingalsberth gets knocked over. He gets stuck underneath the lawnmower. He can't move it. Sometimes there's like a fire that starts because the fluid's leaking.
Gasoline. Yeah.
Terrible. I use Vaseline for my
Classic. Yeah.
So I'm thinking attachment for your lawnmower. It's basically a little motor. It's a high powered motor that just has a plank of wood that extends out really fast. So when your lawnmower is tipped over, it activates and it hits the ground, making the lawnmower jump in the air.
So
and
you're
then
turning a
fall-
lawnmower into like a battle bot? You ever seen
Basically.
those?
Flip the lawnmower, land back down perfectly, and perhaps even hit one of those punk ass kids.
Yeah. Here's the
We do not condone violence against children.
one thing you're gonna have to do, because most lawnmowers have a safety feature.
Okay.
Where if you take your hand off the handle, it stops the.
Get rid of
that.
Get rid
so
of
it's
that.
just a flying, flipping, spinning blade lawnmower leaking gasoline.
Yep.
Landing on people sometimes.
Do you see the potential here?
I absolutely do.
What do you think of?
Well, I'm not thinking, you're all business here, all right? I'm thinking personal. This reminds me of a story.
Okay.
When I was a kid,
Yes.
my dad taught me how to use the lawnmower.
Oh.
And, he a couple times let me do it. He was like, all right, you're just going to go around, make a frame the yard, and then you're going to go back and forth and back and forth.
Smaller
back and forth.
square. Keep going.
Yeah, just separate into chunks. And I was terrible at it, obviously.
Okay.
I was a child.
Were you
it was
able- was
child
it,
labor.
heavy?
It was
Your dad. My father made me
do child labor.
clean the house that I lived in. This is illegal.
But he used to give me a couple bucks.
Okay, that's nice.
After I finished it, like chores,
Mm-hmm.
classic chores. So one time I had mowed the whole lawn. He gave me some money, and I was celebratorily. I was flipping celebrity. I was flipping the coin, as you would.
Okay,
and
yeah,
just going
yeah.
higher
Oh, no.
and higher every time. And we had a neighbor directly next to us. There was a fence separating the 2 yards, but there was pretty wide gaps in the fence.
Okay.
And I flipped it, and the coin went into the neighbor's yard, gone, lost forever. And I felt helpless, just like our words. And it was only $2, but it crushed me. Yeah,
It was a
with
lot when you were.
inflation,
Yeah.
that's $300.
What fucking 1947? What was that?
$2 in 1947 is like a house
You
now.
could buy a fucking Toyota with that.
Man, I've been following this Instagram account called Cheap Old Houses.
Ooh.
And it's all like houses in like the most piece of shit neighborhoods, but they're like so cheap. It's like
really?
$18,000 houses, and they're like, this fixer-upper could be yours. And everybody in the comments is like, yeah, my friend got shot on that street corner. So
my
like,
God.
that's why the house is so cheap.
I mean, that's where you gotta go to find an affordable house at this point.
That's where you'll be an ordinary landowner, helpless, like our words say.
See, what you can do is instead of losing that coin, is you could jam that coin into the fans of the lawnmower, and then it shoots them out like projectiles, so you can defend yourself.
What you need to do is you need to invest that $2 in the S&P 500 in a low-fee mutual fund. Let it grow over 50 years. Retire a millionaire.
Commit tax fraud.
Commit
crimes. Do not commit tax fraud.
There's a couple
Please
ways
pay your
that the word
taxes.
commit can go.
Commit. Yourself.
Yes, to Jesus. We'll do one more random word, and then we'll go to Wikipedia. We could probably go right to Wikipedia. No, we'll do one more random word. Okay, we've gotten this word before, so it's not...
We've got a repeat.
Repeat. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Bruh.
What's the, like, LimeWire, you download a song and it's like DJ Pussy, or like in the middle of like whatever song, like
Yeah, it's like DJ mix. Like this is a chorus, let me enjoy it.
confrontation,
Okay.
grandmother, and the last word, which we've had before, is vegetable.
I want to play something out.
Okay.
You're the grandma here.
Okay. Am I a vegetable before we get into
I'll
this?
let you decide that.
Okay.
We are going to...
Hello, Sonny. Okay, let me get in character here.
Yeah. I'm your child.
Was I a smoker?
Yes.
Hello.
No,
I'm not. I was not a smoker.
For the case of audio.
Yes.
Grandma, I wanted to come up and
What's this?
check in on you. How have you been feeling?
Like shit! My toes hurt!
Oh, so you've got feeling back in your feet. That's good. I see that there's a pile of vegetables next to you that we gave to you last night. You haven't eaten, but your bedpan is full.
I hate vegetables!
Grandma, I know, but you need to eat them. I just wanted to know, why is your bedpan full if you haven't eaten anything?
I've been eating my mattress.
Grandma, wait, these aren't feet?
I've been cutting chunks out of my box spring and eating it for breakfast.
Where are your legs?
Oh, I ate them.
You ate your own grandma.
I ate my legs.
Oh
I
my
ate my
God.
mattress.
You know, we were talking about this. I was telling you that we don't want you to go into a home. But at this
Put
point,
me out of my misery.
I cannot, Grandma, we need to wait until that lawnmower settlement comes through. You know this. You have to stick around.
The lawnmower took my hands, so I'm taking my feet.
Grandma, I know you're just a slug monster at this point. That was a good. Though you almost made me feel like you had feet again. That was something new. But
I was doing a bit.
I
wanted to see if you would fall for it.
Classic Grandma. I really fell for it there. Anyways, yeah. Just make sure you eat the vegetables. Please, just don't eat the mattress, and we can all be good, and then the settlement should be good in the next 2 days. Okay, Grandma?
Every time you leave a fork by my bedside, I've been shoving it into my back so that I can be a hedgehog.
Oh my God, you look like the graboids from Tremors.
What? Oh.
Yeah, just like that.
Is it?
I love that movie. Kevin Bacon is a...
Wonder what? Actually, okay. Beside the point. Great movie, Tremors. I don't know how many times you've seen it. I've seen it like 20 times.
I've seen it once.
Grandma! Grandma's here. Oh
It
my
really
God.
left an impression on me.
we need to figure out a way if we ever go into like a scene on how to end it. We gotta do a
And then they all did a dance and sang a song, and then the credits rolled.
we'll just do a shitty laugh track and some applause. All right, that's
Shout out to my sister, who said that she hated when we did a character bit on one of our episodes.
You know what that means, boys? We're
More characters!
More characters. We're two men who've been told what they're doing is not good, so we're doubling
We're
down.
doubling down. I don't take criticism. I don't take advice. Anyways, wikipedia.org.
.net.
Wikipedia.gov.
U.S. state-affiliated media.
I did, at work the other day, one of my coworkers was like, you ever play the Wikipedia game? And I was like, hell yeah, I've played the Wikipedia game.
I do it as a profession.
Yeah. So we had to get from Marge Simpson to Jesus was the game that we set up.
Whoa.
So, and I got there in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to play the Wikipedia game.
You don't know? You have a start page and an end page, and you have to get from one to the other
like
without
clicking the links.
but without going to any like lists or any like dictionaries. You have to just go by links in the article. You can't be like list of animation characters. It has to just be like Simpsons, Warner Bros, 20th Century Fox.
So it's
media, philosophy, religion, Jesus. Like you do
Damn.
that. Yeah.
It's like 6 degrees to whatever.
Yeah, so
right?
Kevin
What's that
Bacon.
game?
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Very topical.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Graboids. I mean, Tremors.
I love Kevin Bacon, and I love playing 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. I can connect him to any movie or TV show.
Grandma, I feel like we're going to keep coming back onto the show, even though people might not like it.
Please kill me. I bought a gun off the internet. Put me out of my misery.
Grandma, you've been scammed?
Ho ho!
Wait, no, Toad.
It's me, your grandma. I'm in the Mario movie.
It's like...
I'm Keegan Michael Key.
Is it? Is it?
Okay, Wikipedia.
Who was the stupidest choice for, like, the casting of Toad?
Well, I mean, we were just talking about the Mario movie in the last episode.
We're giving them too much free press.
Chris Pratt
Mario-
is the stupidest choice
No,
for any
no, no,
role.
no, okay.
For any role in any movie, it's Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Moving on. We
Bad
don't
choice.
need to...
I loved him in Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence.
I saw a clip from that movie recently.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Really? I've never seen it.
He went up to the robot bartender and he's like, if everybody's in cryo, why am I awake? The guy's like, it's impossible for your machine to have malfunctioned. And he's like, I'm awake. Anyways, then he wakes Jennifer Lawrence up and then...
What?
She doesn't know that he woke her up. And then, yeah.
Is he the bad guy in that
It's an
film?
It's a morally ambiguous. If you were stuck on a spaceship for 85 years, would you wake somebody else up to keep you company, or would you just die?
What would be your criteria? Like, if let's say you're on a spaceship.
Okay.
It's been 35 million years or 85 million years. You have to
Great.
get somewhere. It's going to take you forever. You're going to go crazy by yourself. You're looking at these cryopods and you can see everybody in there. Who do you pick?
Whoever's got the most swag.
If they are you, I just imagine you going through like the pods and it's just like a person in like a jumpsuit. Little John, and then you get them out of it.
I would realistically, I probably wouldn't wake anybody up. I would just kill myself.
You're like, all right, I'm just gonna go get some milk, and then you open the space hatch and jump.
You know what I would do? I'd suck myself. I would open the airlock and get sucked
tell me
into
more.
the vacuum of space.
Ooh, dick first.
Dick first. No,
That's a good name for somebody.
Dick first.
Vote
Richard
Dick first.
first.
Vote Dick first for your local government.
Okay, random article has brought us to a painting by Vincent van Gogh.
Dude, can I just fucking say, love his shit. I know this is like a really
Hot take. Vincent van Gogh did
Hot
good
take.
art.
He did really good art. I really want to if I could get a copy of that painting that he did with like a skeleton smoking a cigarette,
Oh, yeah.
I want that in my house. That's
very hot topic of you.
Yeah, I want it so bad. I want it.
This one is Cows in the Meadow.
Ooh.
It's really actually very nice. The cows are barely recognizable as cows. They're just like blotches. It's good. Good picture. Thanks, Vincent.
We're coming up with so many good posts on our Instagram.
Ooh. Okay. Paradrome subfascia. You want to take a little crack at what we're talking about here?
This is the favorite part of my month is guessing what an article
on Wikipedia is with a very ambiguous name. Yeah. Well, let me say it again. Paradrome subfascia. Subfascia.
I think it's not a tangible thing. I think it's a name for a state that something gets in. It's
so
like
it's
someone's like,
in paradrome subfascia.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I've been running the numbers and it looks like
our projections are in paradrome subfascia.
The stock market, Bill. The stock market. It's in paradrome subfascia.
Sell everything. No.
Okay,
but it is actually something tangible.
It's something tangible.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I read this, even though I know what it is, I think it's like a medical condition.
Yeah. That was
like,
my second guess.
But it's not. So
okay.
Rule that out.
My third guess. Okay, so when I hear paradrome, I imagine it's an addition to your house that is like a dome that has a lot of shingles.
And then the subfascia part
is a door. What is a fascia?
Well, fascia is it means like a layer of something.
Okay.
I think.
Sub means you're
beneath
or like
fascia is a thin casing of connective tissue that surrounds and holds every organ, blood vessel, bone, nerve fiber, and muscle in place.
Okay.
So it's the insulation around all of your bits and bobs in your body. Tight fascia is a type of massage.
Okay.
Where they loosen your fascia. It's probably pseudoscience if I had to take a wild guess, but
how do you do that?
They just rub on
you. You have to go so deep. I mean, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take a massage. But I don't think it's going to do what you think it's going to do. But I'll take it. I'll take a massage.
I need a massage. I've never had a massage
really?
in my life.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they're so great. You never want them to end.
I need someone to just like fuck me up.
Get me on the table and shoot
get
me.
Your no, it's a type of moth.
It's a type of moth? You're kidding me.
It's a species of moth in the family Eribidae. First described by Francis Walker in 1854. It's found in Bangladesh, India, Malaysia, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam. It's not even called Myanmar anymore, I don't think. Myanmar is...
Not after the coup!
Yeah. Republic of the Union of Myanmar.
Ugh.
Yeah. Used to be known as Burma.
It had like 3 name changes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's a pretty recent country, too.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I do like moths. I used to be a butterfly guy, but now I like moths. I think they're better. But I do not like them when they're close to me.
The way you said...
What?
You said, I used to be a butterfly guy, but now I like moths.
Moths.
You really pulled out the second syllable.
Yeah.
Moths.
Moths.
Moths. I like moths.
Hey, you're real close to getting fired. Your contract?
Oh.
I will fire you, sir.
Oh, okay.
And you know what that means? Fingalsbirth gets to eat you.
Yay. I'm going to skip this one because it's a sports person. I think we have like a standing...
No sports guy?
If
you're a person who enjoys sports...
Go fuck yourself.
Off.
Yeah. Nordic Gold.
Ooh. Socialized medicine and free healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nordic Gold, that's what I think.
Yep. That's what it's called when you go to Sweden and you piss in the snow and then you eat the snow. It's called Nordic Gold.
Yeah, it makes it taste very different.
Yeah.
It makes it taste like extra piss.
Yeah, like I usually just drink piss straight up, but like when you go to a country and you have to like embrace their traditions,
It's like a snow cone.
yeah.
You just said the Swedish have a tradition of pissing in snow and eating it. Do you
Yeah.
want to?
No, I'll stand by that. If you're Swedish, write in on the Instagram about how much you love eating piss snow cones.
And also, what concentration? Let us know in the comments.
oh, of piss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, Nordic gold is gold from Norway.
That's it?
It's
We're doing all
Swedish gold.
Oh.
Swedish gold. Sorry. I feel like the Swedes and I have a really complicated. I'm part Swedish according to my
According to your
my
23
my
and P.
23 and P. Yes, I said that Oslo was in Sweden. It's in Norway. I was wrong. I said Nordic gold is Norwegian. It's Swedish. I'm sorry. I said you like to eat frozen piss. That's true, but I still apologize for bringing it up on the podcast.
I feel like what this is showing me is that you keep things are from Sweden, but you keep saying they're not from Sweden, and something tells me you're running from your Swedish heritage.
I think I am. That like 5% of me that's Swedish is just like trying to avoid my true callings.
Your
know?
inner PewDiePie calls you.
It's true. It's true. He does constantly. Let's do one more Wikipedia, and then we'll call it a day.
It's actually 6 o'clock, so we're gonna call it a night, because
I hope you get hit by a car. I take that back. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Please
say it with your chest.
please. Fuck
If
all
you could
this
change one
Wikipedia
thing about
shit.
yourself, what would it be?
Yeah, here's what I want to. I want to get back to
the question.
real conversation.
Okay, 2 seconds. All right, you have 2 seconds.
No. I want to get deep. I don't want to
Okay.
get 2 seconds. I want to get deep.
Okay.
If there's one thing I could change about myself,
Yeah.
Here's what I do all the time. All the time.
Okay. Yes.
I would change this. If somebody could give me a potion to change this,
All right.
I would change it. I say yes to things that I want to do and that I don't follow up.
Okay.
I say like, yes, I would love to do this thing. Yes, I would love to go to this thing.
But do you?
I would like to,
But then you don't.
and I don't.
Why? Do you get lazy?
Yes.
It's
I
the
would
great
if I
killer.
could drink a potion and change that. The other option would be the amount of farting that I do. I would get a potion
Up
for that.
or down.
Down. I physically can't burp.
Oh, really?
So, and I recently was hanging out with my family, and we all had never talked about it before, and we were all like, none of us can burp.
Really? It's a genetic thing.
But all we can do is this like throat rumble thing that goes like, but it never
Really?
comes out as a.
That's
I've
fucking
never
wild.
once had just like a ripper of a burp.
Freak.
Yeah, ever. So it all comes out the other end.
I
So.
think I think I would change my general level of drive and like motivation to do something for myself, because I get to like I start coasting a lot of the times, and it's like sometimes it's a little too much of an effort to get myself to not coast and actively work for something.
Because it's so easy to coast.
It's so easy to coast. I'm a professional coaster. Put your tea on me.
I was
Put your
thinking roller
cups on me. Put your cups on me. I won't get your
I won't
linens
leave rings
dirty.
on your table.
Yeah, no, nothing. So yeah, I'll just give myself some more drive. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, it used to be Jake Gyllenhaal, but I heard he's not a nice guy. So
Okay. You
probably
like Bad Boys?
Probably no, I don't like bad boys. I like boys who look bad but are really sweet. Tom York, not from a like physical attractiveness standpoint, but I would love to just like hang out with him and kiss him.
My celebrity crush. I don't know. I don't follow any celebrities. I'm like very like away from that. I don't watch movies or anything like that. So I will go with Sting. Sting is my celebrity crush.
You're just trying to make up
Every
for
breath you
take. He actually wrote that song about you.
Sting,
You're so
shouldn't have.
sweet.
What is your dream road trip destination?
Okay. I would love to road trip to the what do they call it? The salt flats in like
In
Utah.
Utah?
Yeah. I've wanted to see those,
It's like just plains of like just.
but they're like it's just like an alien landscape, or I don't know. I've never seen a desert, so anything desert or like the sand dunes in like Egypt, those giant like 30 million foot
just
tall sand dunes. I've never seen any of that. But you can't road trip there.
we can't
so.
drive there. We're in Australia, so
Yes.
we're in Australia.
I would take my flying car and I
Okay.
would drive to Egypt.
I'll go to the bush. That's my dream road trip.
The bush?
The Australian
The
bush.
Australian outback. Where would you go?
The outback. Dream road trip. There's like too many things to pick one. But I think I would love to go to some either an American national park or
Like Yellowstone or something?
Yeah, or like honestly, like not the I
The
feel like
redwoods?
yeah. No,
That would
but
be
see,
good. I changed my answer. The redwoods.
Redwoods? Okay. I want to be like somewhere where that isn't like overhyped. There's some places that are like actually really good. Like Redwoods is great. Like Yellowstone's great, I'm sure. I've never been, but I think prefer that to be, I don't know, I'd prefer it to be like somewhere a little more low key, less tourists there. So maybe like some obscure national park that's very beautiful.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch in like Colorado where you're like in the mountains. And, yeah.
My friend went to Colorado for like a week once, and he said the entire time he was there, he had altitude sickness the whole
Nice.
time. He's
Nice.
like, and just like the day that he started to get better was the day he had to go back.
Yeah.
So, what was the last flirty text that you sent?
12 years ago. I have
Really?
no idea. Yeah,
That's-
I'm not a flirty texter.
I mean, you did message me on my way, Daddy.
And then I said, I'm here, Dad. Actually, that's what it is.
so
yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
on my
All right.
way, Daddy is, yeah.
My last flirty text was, I think, maybe 30 seconds ago.
While we're doing the podcast.
I've been texting.
Okay.
Okay, now these are fast. These are fast. Okay, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I want answers.
Move it.
Okay, we're gonna go through all 70 questions. Okay. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
Oh, I used to have this dream all the time. It's a recurring dream. I'll be
Okay.
quick. I used to have a dream that I was in sort of a coliseum type of thing, surrounded by dinosaurs,
Whoa.
and the dinosaurs would step on a rubber duck,
Okay.
and the dinosaurs stepping on the rubber duck would cause like an apocalyptic, like
What the fuck?
world tearing apart, like fire coming out of the ground, and that always happened before I had the stomach flu. So every time I had that dream, it was
Whoa.
because I was going to go throw up.
You saw prophetic dreams.
Yeah, every
That's
single
fucking
time. It was a recurring dream, and I would get like tingly, and I'd be like, I'm going to throw up, and I would.
Weirdest dream I've ever had. I think I was. I remember weird. Okay, this is a strange thing. I don't know if this was a dream. I don't know if this is like some weird like alternate reality, past life, whatever. But I remember being in a spaceship, looking down at a planet looked like Earth, and I think that's like the earliest dream I can remember. And I think there's another dream where I was being chased by a wolf, but then the second half of the dream, I was the wolf chasing myself.
Whoa!
Deep.
Whoa!
Hashtag deep. Okay.
You can skip some. We're not going to do
These
all of
suck.
them.
These suck. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear. My biggest fear is that I'll spend like 20 years of my life working for something and then hate it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Like the reason that I never have wanted to like pursue like any of my passions as like a career is that like if I'm like I want to make music full time,
Yeah.
and then you get 20 years in and you're like this fucking sucks and I hate making music.
You can always pivot. My fear, guns.
Specifically, not having enough of them.
Not having enough guns.
Specifically, Biden taking away my guns.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
My favorite thing about myself is my level-headedness.
That's cool.
It takes a lot to push me over the edge. So
Are you sure about that? Because I was helping you move a plant and you almost cried.
I was an emotional, vulnerable time in my life. No, I think for the most part I'm very consistent, and I think that's a good thing. Unless you hate consistency and you like change, then in which case it's a bad thing.
Yeah, you're bad for toxic people.
Yes.
Um,
Good.
favorite thing about myself, big dick.
Nice.
No.
Tell them how it is.
No.
I've seen it.
Have you seen both?
There are two masks, but there are two dicks. One you show the world, and one you only show yourself.
Show to yourself. If you had to guess what people, this is kind of the same question. If you had to guess what people appreciate about the most, fuck.
One more time.
If you had to guess what people appreciate, well, okay,
we should answer it for each other.
This is written wrong. Okay,
we should answer it for each other.
Yeah. So
what does another person appreciate the most about you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I think that if I can get you, like, if I can, like, I can start something and put you in charge of it, or I can leave it in your hands, and I know it'll be taken care of. That I know. What about me, bitch?
Your big dick. No, I think what you said earlier about like being a chill person,
Yeah.
I think is good, because I think I can get in my own head about a lot of stuff, and then you're good at just being like chill.
Yeah.
And it like brings
Just
me down.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's your favorite color to wear?
Black.
Black?
My coworkers said that I look like I'm gonna work backstage at an amateur theater production. So that's me.
Yeah, you gotta wear black. You can't wear any other color.
What's yours?
Favorite color? I think it used to be like I like dark greens.
You
Dark
also like
greens.
earth tones. You're
Yeah.
dressed entirely in different shades of brown right now.
Yeah. And
Even your
cream.
socks.
Yeah, all brown, including my skin.
Whoa! Alert! He's not white. Whoa!
Get him off the podcast. What's the one thing your mom or dad don't understand about you? Now we can
Ooh.
cut this question out.
My mom and dad don't understand that I'm not happy all the time.
Okay. My parents, I think, don't understand why I want to live by myself.
It's because they...
Like, Maltesian culture is, like,
Yeah.
a whole thing. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Yes.
Whoa.
Kind of.
Hang on.
Like deep infatuation at first sight. But, like, also when you say, like, love at first sight, I don't think, like, oh, saw a person, fell in love. It's like meeting them like once, maybe twice. That's pushing it, and then just being like having very strong attraction. Because I think like love at first sight is just like strong attraction at first sight.
Yeah, and then the actual love comes from building a real connection with somebody. Yeah, love at first sight is people who have no control over their emotions and impulses, rushing into things they're not ready for.
Yeah, I think it's fine to take your time.
You should watch Love is Blind.
Yeah, wait until marriage. Take your time.
Don't have sex until you get married.
Don't ask what your partner wants.
Yep.
Their desires, their needs, their goals. Never ask them. Just get married. Figure it out.
Yep, just assume.
Fellas, if you're in a relationship, just
ask
assume.
her anything.
Don't ask. It only complicates things.
She does not have any opinions on anything.
We are so sorry. To all the women that might be listening.
Actually, we can look at our breakdown of gender.
I think it's going to be all raccoons.
We are 75% male, 25% female. So to the 25% female listeners out there, we
We're
don't
sorry.
respect your opinion.
Oh my god! No, bring them back. No, ladies,
Specifically,
please
if
come
you're
back.
my sister, I don't respect your opinion. We're going to keep doing characters.
Fuck you! Fingalsworth stays, man. I don't give a shit.
He's not even a character, he's a real person.
He's my lawyer! Okay. I'm trying to think of the final question.
Yeah, one more to close it out. This has been a chunky one, by the way. We're at an hour 15.
Wow.
So this is a after a month of not seeing each other, this is what you get.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in front of someone you like? And this is, yeah.
Oh. God damn. Okay.
End the episode.
this, when I was really young, I was like, I think 11 or 12 or something.
Okay.
I had a crush on this girl that I was in summer camp with.
Okay.
And it was so at summer camp, we exchanged MSN Instant Messenger like email addresses. And we were talking over MSN for like a couple months. And at one point, I made a piece of art for her. Ooh. So I downloaded her profile picture, which was her face. And then I traced over it in GIMP, which is free Photoshop. If you need a free Photoshop alternative, use GIMP. Well, actually, don't. It's bad.
Not sponsored.
Yet. So I traced over her face. And I like outlined all the features. Okay. But I was an 11-year-old boy with no concept of how to draw a person's face. Oh. And then I colored it in with like bright like neon colors. And I sent it back to her. I would love to find that picture now. Oh my God. It, I'm sure, was awful.
Well, how did she respond?
She stopped talking to me not long after that. Yeah. So.
That's terrible.
I don't know if it was related. It was probably just my personality.
She probably moved to a different country.
MSN still works in the country.
You should reach out to her again.
I'm not.
Do you remember?
I don't actually remember her name.
Oh, wow. So, what a player.
Yeah, there were so many of them. I just couldn't keep track. What about you?
This is okay. This is one. This I think this also doubles as one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me in my entire life.
Whoa.
Seriously.
Okay.
Okay. So picture me. 1952.
We were both
how could I forget that I had given her an extra key all the time? Oh, Shaggy's at her door. Shaggy's at her door.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was in 1952 drama class. I was in grade 8. And we did a little practice on miming. So we were doing a mime practice. And it was about, object work or whatever. So the teacher gets us to sit in a circle, leaving enough room in the middle of the class, in the middle of the classroom, for people to get up there and do their mime, come sit back down. We rotate through the class. That's what was happening. A couple people go, I'm just sitting there trying to figure out what I'll do next. I get up there. I'm like, what's my plan here? What am I going to do? What object what object work?
It's a kind of a meta performance.
Could I be doing? And I thought, you know what? I can't think of anything. I'll just lift a heavy box. And then, so I'm looped up. I'm in the middle of the circle, and I'm closer to one edge of the circle, so I'm kind of close to like a couple people there right behind me. And so here I am picking up this box, and I put it on a thing, like a table or whatever. So I'm doing it. I'm really getting into character here. I'm like, I could feel the weight of this box. It's here. Yeah, exactly. In one of those moments, I go, and I let out the loudest, my biggest fucking fart that I've ever done in my life. In the middle of class, alone,
inches away from somebody's
face, while everybody's in a circle looking directly at me. And that was the most. And I'm sure there was a girl in that class I had a crush on. There was like a couple, and then I made a damn fool out of myself. And from then on out, I was known as Fart.
Whoa!
We're bleeping that.
You're giving away too much.
That's it.
Damn. Wow. And then the whole class had pink eye.
Everybody, I thought you were going to say pancakes. And then everybody had pancakes.